Good morning, Jessslee.
Good morning.
Jessslee, thank you very much for coming in. We've already had a good chat to warm you up for the video, but I did say I'd probably throw a few surprise questions into it because I can't make this too easy. But firstly, tell me why you are interested in the QC position at Riverford.
Basically because I like Riverford. I like what they do,
Yep.
who they are as a company. I'm a big fan of organic food and sustainable farming. And the job description that I found online immediately stood out with the working environment of a company that all roots for each other, and I think it's something that I'd be good at.
Okay. And can you tell me what knowledge and experience you have to date that would make you a relevant candidate?
Well, I've been working in hospitality for a number of years. As a supervisor and manager, leading a team in charge of stock rotation, ordering, communicating between customers and our team. And I think those skills are relevant.
I'd agree with you on that. And how would you describe yourself, or how would you describe your leadership qualities?
Firm but fair. I like to think that I get on well with people, but I'm willing to be unpopular when necessary. I think I'm good at motivating a team and getting things done. Being able to give people a swift kick up the arse when things aren't happening as they should. But being cheerful with it. And
you have another link to Riverford because you rent a house off Luke.
I do, of Luke King, yes.
Luke King, right, okay. How long have you rented off of Luke?
Since November, but we were neighbours for a number of years in Bridgetown.
Right, okay. So you have this awareness of Riverford and people that work there as well?
Yes, well I've got my mother and father are friends of Watson's as well.
Okay.
So I've always been aware of it up there.
Right. Now I want you to fire at me, pyrotechnician as well as one of them, but fire at me in 2 minutes your work history and track record and achievements to date.
Starting from
school.
Qualifications
and track record.
GCSEs I did rather well. I got an A star for maths, a handful of A's, B's and a C. A-levels I kind of lost my motivation but still came out of it with 2 A-levels and an AS level. Took a couple of years out to work in the White Hart and Greenfuse, a florist, which I particularly enjoyed. And then Waterside Bistro, where I worked up to supervisor, and then I started my degree, which was in archaeology, which I absolutely loved. While I was doing that, I continued to work at the Waterside, eventually going part-time at the end of my degree. Did very well in my degree and got a first, which I'm incredibly proud of. When I finished that, I went back to the Waterside as assistant manager, and then started my MA. Again, I did well in that and got a distinction. I've just finished that this past autumn, but I've been working as a relief manager at the Waterside alongside doing that, so covering holiday for managers.
Now, just for the record, it was last week that you contacted myself and Jill by email, expressing a keen interest in the QC position, and I came back to you and said yes, I've been in contact, and I called you back yesterday, and you then had another position that you were looking at, which was linked to the archaeology. It was a digger's position in Exeter.
It is, yeah.
And you expressed what a shame that was because you were, still.
I was still interested in the QC job.
And then you phoned me back yesterday evening and said, actually, I really want to still go for the Riverford job, which is great. Now there are a number of qualities needed for this position. We've touched on leadership skills. Now, when you are a leader in a team environment, a number of qualities needed. and one of them is being able to work extremely well under pressure. Now, can you give me an example of a pressure situation and how you've coped with it?
Well, my entire MA was a pressure situation. That was a lot of work packed into 12 months.
That's incredible.
But also, summer seasons in the waterside are hectic.
Yes.
Hectic, and being able to prioritise what happens when you're looking after a full restaurant with a team that's flagging. I think I've done quite well in those sorts of situations. I always rise to the challenge. Sometimes I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it off, but somehow it always does happen in the end.
And what is it about you that would make people in a team respond well to you?
I think I'm quite a positive person generally.
Yeah.
And I think I'm quite easy to get on with and to talk to. Approachable.
Right, okay. Say we've got probably 30 seconds to 1 minute left on this video. This is where I put you on the spot and say, why should Riverford interview you?
Because they might like me.
Yes, I'm sure they will.
I think I'm qualified for the position, and I think I would excel in it, and I think I would grow with Riverford.
Organically,
yes, and symbiotically.
Sorry. Yes. Right.
I think I have an interest in food and farming, and the necessary skills that would make it a really good place for me to be.
Okay, Jessslee, thank you very much indeed.
Okay.